What would happen if trees could talk to humans? Trees could tell us how to protect nature. People might care more about the environment. What would you ask a talking tree? What would happen if animals could understand human language? Animals could tell us what they need. Humans might treat animals more kindly. Which animal would you talk to first? What would happen if it rained candy instead of water? Kids would feel excited at first, but too much candy could cause problems. Would candy rain be fun or messy? What would happen if the Earth stopped spinning for 1 minute? People would feel very strange. The Earth needs to keep spinning to stay balanced. What do you think would happen next? What would happen if humans could breathe underwater? People could explore the ocean, but oceans would still need protection. Would you like to explore the ocean? What would happen if the sun never set? People might feel tired all the time. Night is important for rest. Do you like daytime or nighttime more? What would happen if plants could move around? Plants could find better sunlight. Gardens would look very different. Which plant would move first? What would happen if the moon disappeared? Nights would be much darker. The moon helps control tides. Do you like watching the moon at night? What would happen if humans lived on another planet? People would learn new ways to live. Earth would still be very important. Would you like to live in space? What would happen if volcanoes never erupted again? Some land would stop changing. Volcanoes help shape the Earth. Do you think volcanoes are scary or interesting? What would happen if clouds were made of cotton? The sky would look very soft and fun, but real clouds are important for rain. Would you like cotton clouds in the sky? What would happen if gravity suddenly became weaker? People would jump much higher. Moving around would be harder. Would you like to jump super high? What would happen if all ice on Earth melted? Sea levels would rise. Many animals would lose their homes. How can we help protect the Earth? What would happen if humans could control the weather? Weather could be helpful sometimes, but nature needs balance. Which weather would you choose? What would happen if mountains could grow taller every year? Landscapes would change over time. Nature is always moving. Would you like to see a growing mountain? What would happen if the ocean water turned fresh? Sea animals might struggle to survive. Fresh and salty water are different. Why do you think oceans are salty? What would happen if the wind became invisible no more? People could see how wind moves. Learning would be easier. Would you like to see the wind? What would happen if animals never slept? Animals would get tired. Sleep is important for all living things. Why do you think sleep is important? What would happen if the Earth had 2 suns? Days would be much hotter. Life would need to adapt. Would 2 suns be exciting or scary? What would happen if forests disappeared? Animals would lose their homes. Forests help keep Earth healthy. How can we help protect forests? What would happen if the sky changed color every day? Every day would look different, but the blue sky helps reflect sunlight. Which sky color would you choose? What would happen if rain fell upward instead of down? Plants would not get water easily. Rain needs gravity to work. Would upside-down rain be fun? What would happen if the stars were visible during the day? The sky would look amazing. Stars are usually hidden by sunlight. Do you like looking at stars? What would happen if animals could change their colors? Animals could hide better. Nature already has amazing tricks. Which animal would change colors? What would happen if the Earth was completely flat? Day and night would not work the same. Earth's shape helps life survive. Why do you think Earth is round? What would happen if plants stopped making oxygen? People and animals would struggle to breathe. Plants help all life. How can we take care of plants? What would happen if comets passed Earth every day? The sky would look exciting, but space can be dangerous too. Would you like to see a comet? What would happen if deserts suddenly became forests? Animals and plants would change. Nature needs time to adapt. Would you like more forests? What would happen if the night never came? People would feel very tired. Night helps us rest. Do you enjoy sleeping at night? What would happen if the earth had no seasons? Plants and animals would change their habits. Seasons help balance life. Which season do you like most? What would happen if snow fell in the jungle? Animals would feel confused. Jungles are meant to be warm. Would snow in the jungle look funny? What would happen if rivers stopped flowing? Plants and animals would struggle. Water needs to move to stay healthy. Why is water movement important? What would happen if humans could fly like birds? Travel would be exciting, but flying safely would be important. Where would you fly first? What would happen if the ocean had no waves? The ocean would look peaceful. Waves help move energy and life. Do you like calm seas or waves? What would happen if all animals lived together peacefully? Nature would look very peaceful. Balance helps animals survive. Which animals would you put together? What would happen if the Earth moved closer to the Sun? The Earth would get too hot. Distance keeps life safe. Why is the sun important? What would happen if plants grew overnight? Food would grow faster. Plants still need care. What plant would you grow? What would happen if stars fell from the sky? The sky would change forever. Stars belong in space. Which star do you like most? What would happen if the Earth had rings like Saturn? The sky would look amazing. Life on Earth would still need balance. Would you like Earth with rings? What would happen if humans never needed water? Life would be very different. Water helps shape our world. Why is water important to you? What would happen if the sky was always cloudy? Days would feel cooler and darker. Sunlight is important for life. Do you like sunny or cloudy days? What would happen if tall trees disappeared. Air would become harder to breathe. Trees help protect the earth. How can we help save trees? What would happen if animals lived in cities? Animals would need safe spaces. Cities would change a lot. Which animal would you like to see in a city? What would happen if the Earth stopped having oceans? Many animals would disappear. Oceans help control Earth's climate. Why are oceans important? What would happen if the wind never stopped blowing? Flying and walking would be hard. Calm weather is important too. Do you like windy days? What would happen if plants glowed at night? Nights would be brighter. Nature would look magical. Would you like glowing plants? What would happen if the moon was much closer to Earth? Tides would become stronger. The night sky would look huge. Would a big moon look exciting? What would happen if rainbows appeared every day? Rainbows would feel normal. They are special because they are rare. Do you like rainbows? What would happen if the Earth had no mountains? Landscapes would look different. Mountains affect weather and water. Do you like mountains or beaches more? What would happen if humans could live without sleep? People might feel tired inside. Sleep helps the brain rest. Why do you think sleep is important?